Welcome back. Time for another Trinity video. We're getting you ready to meditate with us on Wednesday nights. This week, the energy is cleansing. So we're going to do a little self-defense exercise, which will hopefully get you to feel what cleansing feels like in your body as a physical thing. It doesn't help to meditate if you just go cleansing, 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 and you're thinking of a word. You need to feel the sensation of the energy for that meditation to really be powerful. Somebody asked me this week, well, why do you always talk about self-defense situations? Well, A, that's where I learned about energy, is doing martial arts. I began to see how energy plays out in the physical. But B, it's a great way to talk about energies because very often we think energies like gratitude and partnership and communication, they only happen in nice situations where the other person's willing and they're doing their job. And that's really not all that useful. How many of those situations are you really thinking I need to bring in energy, or are you just going, hey, this is great, everything's working out? It's when things don't work out that you really need to focus on bringing in energy. So talking about martial arts and self-defense situations really gets it in our head that these energies are present even when the other person is against you instead of being your pal. So I think it's a perfect way to talk about energy, especially this energy, the energy of cleansing. Cleansing doesn't really have an impact on most people because they think of it as clearing. Clearing and cleansing get mixed up a lot. Clearing is you have a dish of lasagna and you eat all that you can eat and there's some leftovers and you scoop them out and you put them in a Tupperware and you've cleared that dish out. Now if you look at it, there's probably still some baked on food there. That's where the cleansing comes in. Cleansing is not just scooping out the stuff and putting it somewhere else. Cleansing's got some elbow grease to it. It's getting in there and lifting out that baked in stain. That's when we really need cleansing. If you know of somebody who had a problem and had a lot of emotion come up and got some judgment going and they were really wrapped up in that situation and they say, oh yeah, I'm through it. I looked at my feeling and I released my judgment and it was really hard, but you know, I got through it and that's good, although it was very hard, and I think from now on it won't be a problem for me, although those situations are very hard, and it's really fortunate that I got through it because it was tough, but I'm totally through it. You know, they're not through it. If you're still talking about it, there's still some feeling there. You still need to get in there with cleansing and scrub out those baked in negative thoughts and feelings. And that's what cleansing does. It's got a little more intention and firmness to it than you imagine. Everybody thinks of cleansing as gentle water flowing over me. And probably it's not working for you in that regard. That's more like clearing. That just takes things away for the moment. If you want to get the really stuck in places, you're going to need a little scrubby pad, not just water. And this is the cleansing we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about it in terms of a very basic self-defense technique. It is a wrist lock. I'm not a huge fan of wrist locks in self-defense. I prefer other techniques, but I did learn a bunch of wrist locks in traditional martial arts, especially Aikido. They have a whole selection of wrist locks. So we're going to look at one of those tonight because it perfectly embodies that sensation of peeling something off and discarding it. So I'm going to get my partner out here, and we're going to talk about a situation where somebody grabs you, a lapel grab. I've grabbed her, I'm maybe going to punch her, I'm threatening her, I'm putting my hand up in her face. She doesn't want to have me hold on to her anymore. She's sick of that, she's done with it. She's not to the point where this is a fight and she's going to poke me in the eye and start some altercation and send one of us to the hospital, but she wants to firmly remove this hand. So she's going to bring her hand up and grab this side of my hand. Just grab hold of it. And she's going to put her thumb on the back of my hand. That was right there between the first and second knuckles. Right there. You're going to put your thumb. Now, if you don't get it in the exact place, it's not a huge deal, but aim for that at least. And then she's just going to peel this off. Oh, just like that. Ugh. And at point, you can walk on past, just discard the person, walk on past, or you can hold them there if they're still being feisty. So once again, here we go. Grab and peel. Yes, just like that. She's going to do it to me. I'll show it to you on the other side. You're going to grab, and you're going to put your thumb right on the back of their hand. Oops, sorry. Grab and peel. Ow. Just bring the person down like that. So here it is in fast motion. I grab her. She says, "No, thank you, mister," and peels me off, just like that. Just grab and peel. Thank you, that's enough, Diane. And that's what we're looking for, this sensation. It's not violent, but it's very firm. There's a lot of intention behind it, and that's what most people miss with cleansing. Clearing is, but cleansing is more like, no, done with that. So you can practice this at home. You take that grip and you just turn it and cast it off, like you're peeling something off of you, throwing it down. Peel it and throw it down. And try this when you have a stuck judgment or a stuck feeling. Be firm, acknowledge it, grab hold of it, say, I am feeling angry, but that's not how I want to stay, and then discard it. I am in judgment, but that's not really who I am, and discard it. Acknowledge the thing that's stuck in there firmly, and then peel it off of you and let it drop to the floor. That's what we're really looking for. That's the scrubbiness that gets those baked in stains out of your energy field. If you think this stuff is useful, you should stay tuned for more Trinity.